Feels like the genre of ARPG is starting to mean a lot of different things. Much like Souls-like and roguelike, I wonder if we could normalize Diablo-like for ARPGs that follow the Diablo formula.
Come on, you piece of junk. It's Hawg, baby. I absolutely cannot believe that this is real. This right here was my favorite out of all the badass stuff that was showcased after all the in-game, after all the Atlas rework and dual skill trees and the two-handed weapons that you can dual wield in one hand, all of this, 6 classes and all this badass shit that they showed us yesterday, the Path of Exile 2 early access live stream. This right here was my favorite. That shit triggered Rod Fergusson so bad that he had to go make a tweet.
It feels like the genre of ARPG is starting to mean a lot of different things, much like Souls-like and roguelike. I wonder if we could normalize Diablo-like for ARPGs that follow the Diablo formula.
So they said this shit after the live release came out. Bruh, you ain't even followed the Diablo like. You ain't even got a goddamn Diablo in your game. So just please go sit down and get out of here. This is my favorite thing. So anyway, I'm not going to go over all of the stuff because it takes forever. We ended up rewatching it like 2.5 times last night. I believe we were the last Path of Exile 2 channel to stay on for drops, so I was on until midnight to try to let everybody get a good drop in. DM came and hit us with like almost 8,000 raids. We had a badass night last night. I hope everybody else did. One of the main things that I'm seeing is most people are blown away. They think this is actually going to nuke POE 1 as well. Now, there are a handful of guys that are either being obtuse or don't even want to try the game or any of that. Now, look, I said this during Diablo 4, and I'm going to say it again during this. Try the game. You can't bitch about a game and say it sucks and it's slow, which I need, I needed to listen to this too, right? But you can't talk all this shit about a game that you ain't played. So that's the whole point of early access. I just want to friendly remind everybody this. Yes, the game's 80% complete. Yes, it's a huge game. Yes, there's all this badass shit. But just remember, the point of the early access is to provide feedback because a lot of these systems are experimental. A lot of these new things we've never seen. And that was one of the big things that I was begging for with Diablo is for the love of God, please give us something experimental. If we don't like it, at least you tried. Like, we'll give you a pass. But the guys that are immediately hating on everything because they hadn't even tried it, they just don't like the way it looks, you gotta play it. And then if you don't like it, provide feedback, and they'll either take it out of the game or they'll modify it to address your concerns or whatever. But the number one thing that I'm seeing, here's a good example. People are already shitting all over the new Atlas system because of these things right here. Let me be honest with y'all. If you're concerned about this, first of all, you didn't listen or you didn't watch. That's why I went and rewatched it 2 or 3 times so I can know. This little area right here is actually the start. It's the start. So this is the start of the end game. If you fail all 4 maps right there, then a dialog box pops up and says, here's your free CD key to Diablo 4. Enjoy, because you suck. And I'm just kidding. Y'all, it's the beginning of maps. You're not going to die right there. You're going to be able to get through that map just fine. If you die all 4 times right there, that's your own damn fault. And see, this is the thing about POE. If you fail 2 out of 4 of these maps, you might want to stop and go, okay, my build sucks or something needs to be adjusted, but this is the start of the end game right here. So you shouldn't be failing the very beginning maps. It's like a tier 1 map. It should be the easiest, simplest thing known to man. So relax. Again, this whole system's new. It's innovative. You got to test it. You got to provide feedback. That's why we're having the early access. Simple. So just everybody, please do me a big favor. I'm going to say it again. Relax. Play the game. Try it. If you don't like it, then send your feedback or go play POE 1 or go back to Diablo 4. But when we've all been craving and dying and begging for a revolutionary game, put those in quotes, or something that we ain't seen before, or a system that we want that's new, or whatever, give it a try, for God's sake. So anyway, after that, everybody else seems to like it. Seems to me like a lot of people think that POE 1 is nuked. I think so too. I think the quality of life and the simplified flasks and all of that other stuff feels good. The new labs feel good. My initial reaction was just a lot of guys were like, Hawg, what's your reaction, man? I was like, this the whole time. I was kind of cynical going into it because I hadn't been involved with a GGG launch before and hadn't been getting a lot of info, really. So I was kind of dooming a little bit. Not dooming. Try to put that damn word in my head. Not dooming, but just trying to keep it easy. Just not being hype about it. I wanted to hear some info about it. I wanted to hear something from Jonathan or Mark's mouth first. AKA, I wanted to see the live stream before I get hyped. Now it's okay. Train's left the station. You are clear to be hyped. Everything's cool. But let's just leave y'all with this. Let's pull this back up because I want to laugh at it again. This is how you know that the game is good. It ain't even out yet. This is how you know everyone's scared. Because this right here, I think is very unprofessional. If I was the VP of a game company, I wouldn't be throwing shade. That's a very passive-aggressive way to throw shade at GGG indirectly. And that's silly. So, Rod, hit the road, buddy. Don't you get it, Rod? Don't nobody want you around here. Don't nobody want you in our genre, period. So get lost, sissy boy. You gonna cry? Yeah, he's crying, boys. Why don't you go back to Target and get you some cookies there, little boy, little tunnel boy? Yeah, see you later, boy. Diablo 4 sucks. Appreciate y'all. Make sure to hit like and subscribe for more Path of Exile 2 content. We will be obviously live streaming it. We will be non-stop playing it. We're having a subathon. It's going to be coming on for the launch of the game where I'm actually locked in my shed. True old school subathon. Sleep in front of the camera. No funny business. We're going to be no life in this game. So make sure to come join us on Twitch. Hit like and subscribe. Love y'all. See you next time.